Hare Krishna devotees, welcome to Shloka a Day. Today's Shloka is Shloka number 21 of the 8th chapter. Avyaktokshara ityuktaha
Avyaktokshara ityuktaha
tamahuh paramam gatim
tamahuh paramam gatim
yam prapya na nivartante tadhama paramam mama.
tadhama paramam mama.
Word for word meaning and translation and purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Avyaktaha,
Avyaktaha,
unmanifested.
unmanifested.
Aksharaha,
Aksharaha,
infallible.
infallible.
Iti,
Iti,
thus.
thus.
Uktaha,
Uktaha,
is said.
is said.
Tam,
That.
Ahuhu,
Ahuhu,
is known.
is known.
Paramam,
Paramam,
the ultimate.
ultimate.
Gatim,
Gatim,
destination.
destination.
Yam,
which.
Prapya,
gaining.
Na,
Never.
Nivartante, come back. Tat, that. Dhama, abode. Paramam, supreme. Mama, my. Translation. That which the Vedantists describe as unmanifest and infallible, that which is known as the supreme destination, that place from which, having attained it, one never returns. That is my supreme abode. So the Lord is again contrasting the nature of the spiritual realm with the nature of the material realm. So he's emphasizing here that the spiritual world is avyaktaha, which means it was never created, it always existed. It is infallible, aksharaha, it never gets destroyed. So that Krishna calls it the supreme destination, which means that's the only destination for everyone, nothing less than that. That place from which, having attained, one never returns. That, Krishna says, is my paramam mama, my supreme abode. Tad dhama, that dhama is my supreme abode. So Krishna is essentially saying, if we have to be goal-oriented in spirituality, the only goal for us is the abode of Krishna. The goal is not Brahma Jyoti, the goal is not anything else except the Supreme Lord, the loving service of the Supreme Lord. So in Shloka 15, the Lord said that those who worship him, samsiddhim paramangataha, they will attain the supreme destination, taddama paramam mama, the supreme abode. So what is that supreme destination that Lord Krishna is repeatedly talking about in the Bhagavad Gita? That supreme destination is made clear in this shloka and also in the next shloka. So the Lord has used the word avyakta both for the material cosmos as well as the spiritual realm. So how do we understand this? We have to look at the context. Subtle matters are avyakta. Spirit is also avyakta. When all of matter goes into pradhan, at that time it is in a resting state. This inactive mahatattva is called avyakta. But here, avyakta in the spiritual world means that it is beyond the material world. It never was, never there. So there are two different things, both having the characteristics of avyakta. So the state that is unmanifest, here unmanifest doesn't mean it doesn't exist. Unmanifest means it was never created. It always existed. So that is the spiritual realm. So anything that is not manifest to our sense perception is also called avyakta. But except that some of the things that are unmanifest to our material sense perception is material, and some of them are transcendental. This particular purport, Srila Prabhupada actually talks about the description of the Supreme Abode, and Srila Prabhupada summarizes the three shlokas from Brahma Samhita. So we'll just read that quickly. And this Brahma Samhita describes, Lord Brahma describes that place, the Supreme Abode, what it looks like and what is actually happening there. Chintamani prakara sadmashu kalpa vriksha laksha vriteshu surabhirra vipalayantam lakshmi sahasra satasam brahma sevyamanam Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. The translation of this particular shloka, the 29th shloka of the Brahma Samhita, is that I worship Govinda, the primeval Lord, the first progenitor who is tending the cows, yielding all desire, in abodes built with spiritual gems, surrounded by millions of purpose trees, Kalpavriksha, always served with great reverence and affection by hundreds of thousands of Lakshmis or Gopis. The word Lakshmi is used here, but it is understood that this is actually referencing the Gopis because this is in Golok Vrindavan. Venum kvanantamaravinda dalaya daksham barhavatasam asitambuda sundarangam Kandarpakotikamaniya Vishesha Shobham Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. So the next verse goes as follows. I worship Govinda, the primeval Lord, who is adept in playing on his flute, with blooming eyes like the lotus petals, with head decked with the peacock's feather, with a figure of beauty tinged with the hue of blue clouds, and his unique loveliness charming millions of cupids. And in the last shloka that Srila Prabhupada actually summarizes this entire three verses. Alola chandrakala sadvana malya vamshi ratnangadam pranaya keli kala vilasam Shyamam Tribhangalalitam Niyata Prakasham Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. I worship Govinda, the primeval Lord, round whose neck is swinging a garland of flowers beautified with a moon locket, whose two hands are adorned with the flute and jeweled ornaments, who always revels in pastimes of love, whose graceful threefold bending form of Shyama Sundara is eternally manifest. So Srila Prabhupada takes us into what this Golok Vrindavan looks like, what this Supreme Abode, what this Paramam Mama looks like, by summarizing these three shlokas from the Brahma Samhita to give us an experience of what this Supreme World looks like and what activities are actually taking place there.
If you like our videos, please subscribe to our channel and turn on the bell notification. If you'd like to join our classes every day, please check the details in the description section of this video. We look forward to serving you.